it's time for another recap of everything that we published last week on HeliSimmer.com. Welcome to the weekly flyby. Away from all the Microsoft Flight Simulator /X-Plane prepared mainstream scene lies a world of unfamiliar yet very valid flight simulators. Aerofly FS is part of this club of the unknowns. The sim was the first one to offer VR and the performance has always been top-notch. There are some downsides to it though, which probably have turned people away and helped it earn a spot in that club. Apex has always worked hard to get helicopters done properly in the sim, and for a long time it actually offered the best helicopter on any sim. While some of you may probably be mad at me for saying this and are jumping up and down shouting S-Plane, DCS or any other sim, the truth is the Aerofly FS2 R22 is absolutely amazing. And now more recently the company released the UH60 for the sim. The new update brings quite a few different versions with small model variations and liveries to match. We are getting a Pavehawk, regular Army Blackhawk, some 60s from other countries, firefighting variants and the Marine one among others. Flying this helicopter is quite the treat. Apex has noticeably been having a lot of work with the flight model and the systems are amazing as well. Try doing a startup from cold and dark and you'll see it's just absolutely staggering. I've been spending some time with it, the more I fly it, the more I enjoy it. Along with the R22 and the EC135, this is one of those helicopters that just checks a lot of boxes for me. So if you have Aerofly FS4, give the Blackhawk a try. You may find another excuse to spend some more time inside the sim. I know I have, and I'm putting a few hours into this model. With the release of native helicopter support, which came out with the 40th anniversary edition of Microsoft Flight Simulator, it was expected that new projects and developers started to pop up, and that is what's happening. WWD is one of those teams. These 6 developers have been working for the last 6 months on a new package, and they are already planning the next steps. The first new product would be the EC135 H135, and yes, we're talking about both versions. In case you don't know, the EC135 is the older version of the helicopter, while the H135 is the most recent one with upgraded avionics and other revolutionary changes. The initial plan is to have 4 versions, one for each variant, the EC135 and the H135 split between HEMS and police, so 2 EC135s and 2 H135s. The team also says that the civilian model may be released in the future. As for systems, I specifically asked the team about Airbus's avionics and they said that their goal is to build the systems as good as they can and that they are confident they will be able to do a good job at it. But the team is also planning on developing another helicopter in the future, the AW139 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The team didn't go into any details right now, but they already announced it as the next project after the EC135 H135. This is not to say they will abandon the 135 project, far from it, as they will continue working on it, but it will start working on a new project while maintaining and updating the 135, which sounds like a very solid plan. If you're looking for a huge playground to test your helicopter skills, Aerosoft may have just released what you are looking for with the new scenery from Microsoft Flight Simulator, Offshore Landmarks North Sea. The numbers behind the scenery are absolutely insane. 289 new platforms with heliports, 196 new airports with AKO codes, 78 new NDB stations, 741 new ships with helideck or winch locations, 72 new substations which are part of wind parks, 102 officially published landing locations. But there's a number that's even crazier than that. The scenery contains so many models that it reaches 1 billion polygons. I don't think there's any other scenery package out there that is this big. Aerosoft has a forum section available for the scenery with a lot of great information, including approach tips, so check out that as well. There's a link down in the description of this video and you can find all the relevant links over there. For finding out every location, AKU codes and other relevant information, the product manual has quite extensive lists with oil and gas platforms, substations and vessels with helidecks or winch pads. But we also found buoys, lightships and wind parks. It's just incredible. Aerosoft is working with Navigraph and Lufthansa data systems to have this data included in their datasets. And they're also trying to reach out to Microsoft to see if they are willing to insert this in their system. And if that's not enough, they are also contacting companies that make mission-based products such as On-Air and others as well. Max Flight Stick has released the R22/44 2022 Pro Max control system. The new control builds on the previous version and is a response to requests from customers. The R22/44 2022 Pro Max was developed based on customer feedback, which asked the company to add more buttons. Max Flight Stick decided to go forward with the Pro Max version, which comes with a head, 6 push buttons and a trigger on the side click. The company told us that they are also looking into making other new models which will expand their offer in the future. Check out the video description for all the links. When it comes to having control over a virtual cockpit, every bit helps, and very often we see solutions coming from companies and products that were never designed to be used for flight simulation. Loupedeck is one of their companies, and their live product can be one of those products as well. I have taken a look at the panel, which ports 6 rotary plus push buttons, 12 virtual buttons, and a lot of programming potential to make it work for all sorts of programs, simulations included. The Loupedeck marketplace has a free Microsoft Flight Simulator profile available that's mostly aimed at fixed wing, but we can use it as a base for a rotorcraft profile as well. Check out the link in the video description for my full review of this excellent product and learn more about it and what it can do for you. And speaking of hardware, can you fly helicopters with just a simple joystick? Find out here on this video and check out our previous episodes of the Wiki Flyby so you can stay up to date. I will see you on the next video. Until then, take care and fly safe.